If today was 1963 instead of 2023, the Beach Boys and Jan and Dean would have been writing songs about this, not about big Chevys and Fords. Why? Because all the young folk want to drive hot hatches, and this is one of them. The Toyota GR Corolla, 300 horsepower from 3 cylinders and 6 speeds. We're in for a lot of fun. Get in, it's time for Family Wheels. GR Yaris caused kind of an international sensation. That's not available in North America, and this car is. The power plant in the GR Corolla is also a 3-cylinder turbo, 1.6 liters, that is in the GR Yaris, but there's more horsepower and more torque in this version. They didn't just put 300 horsepower on the regular old platform of the Corolla hatchback. Here Toyota says there's all kinds of stiffening been added, a lot of extra adhesive in order to keep things nice and stable when you're wrangling all those horses. The styling of the GR Corolla signals that it means business, but is not over the top, as the boy racer look is moderating across the sector. The scoops all work because heat is a substantial byproduct of the 300 horsepower available from the turbocharged and intercooler-equipped 3-cylinder engine. And the fenders look like this because they've got a lot of Michelin Pilot Sport tires and made-in-Japan BBS wheels to cover. The lower body add-ons are cosmetic but not garish. It's a great car. I absolutely love it. I drive lots of cars in a year. Most of them are good. They're fit for purpose. Sometimes they're even fun. But this is just an absolute hoot. And yet, you could have it as a daily driver. What's not to like? Toyota assembles the GR Corolla by hand in Japan, and you can see that the central point of the mission is performance. They've taken the money, if you will, in the car and spent it on the really good core stuff. Engine, transmission, suspension, and chassis. Akio Toyoda himself has done some shakedown driving of this car. He is a licensed racing driver with a lot of experience. The GR Corolla is instantly one of the top hot hatch cars. You could call it a halo car. I'm thinking more about what's on the other shoulder, the little guy in the red outfit with the horns and the tail and the pitchfork. However, having said that, this is quite a tractable car. Yes, the ride is a bit rough, but it's not brutally rough. You can still go get your groceries. There's so much to like about the GR Corolla, and one in particular for me, it only comes with a 6-speed manual transmission. An automatic is simply not available. That's how hardcore this car is. Try out the IMT, that is the intelligent manual transmission, the rev match on downshift, so third, downshift to second without flipping on my own. It's perfect. So if you're relatively new to driving a stick, this could be a big help. I don't hate rev matching, it's just that I enjoy doing it on my own. Wonderfully old school touch is getting into reverse gear. You plant your palm down on the shifter, then reach down with a couple of fingers and you pull up for the release, and then you're in reverse. Neat. Every GR Corolla has all-wheel drive, and it has limited slip differentials front and rear, which really helps. My goodness, what a lot of fun. And that was on the 60/40 setting. Yes, the front-rear power split is adjustable, and this is sort of the everyday, mostly front-wheel drive mode. You can switch it to 30/70 if you want to go hooning around the track. It's not going to be the fastest. The fastest will be 50/50, and those are all available via the wheel down here. You can select that front-rear power balance in any of the modes, eco or sport or normal or custom. So I'm going to put it into sport okay with cloth upholstery, the suede at the higher trim level. As far as my quibbles go, there's no armrest or center bin here, and I think that's kind of an omission. Yes, they want you to concentrate on your driving, both hands on the wheel and so forth, but really they could have put in at least a small armrest on the right. Unfortunately, the Corolla hatchback, in this case the hot GR Corolla, fails our child seat test. Behind me, the kind of seat that takes up the most room rear facing. Here in front, yes, my knees are almost against the glove box and we still don't have enough space in the back. If you have a forward facing child seat, of course, this isn't going to be a problem. All right, I've adjusted the front passenger seat to be more comfortable for me, give me more legroom, and jumped in the back seat to see how we're doing. And yes, there is just enough room for an adult in the back seat. Headroom is actually fairly generous, so that's a positive. Back here, though, we have nothing in the way of luxuries. There's no heated seats in the back. There is, however, one USB-C port. Inflation and high demand have boosted the prices for these cars. In Canada, the Core is up $1,000, the Circuit Edition $2,600. In the US, the Core is up just $200, the Circuit is up $1,840, the Premium is a new trim for 2024. What a remarkable car. The Toyota GR Corolla has so much power, is so much fun, looks great, and yet has a measure of practicality too. But what do you think? Leave a comment. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and thanks for subscribing. I'm Richard Detman, and I'll see you next time on Family Wheels.